I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
1 year later and I still don't need it. Hey gamers and watchers, it's me, PSI user 658, and some days ago it marked the very first year since I started making YouTube videos, or more specifically, the beginning of my YouTube series, the D-Pad Showcase. And I gotta say, a lot has happened, not only in my personal life, but also when it comes to my creative endeavors, because I feel this is the year that I really started evolving about all the stuff that I wanted to do in terms of my hobbies. And I thought for today, I wanted to do a little small retrospective of all the things that I've done this past year. This is not going to be a big scripted video, it's just going to be about my ramblings of everything that I've done for this channel so far, giving my honest retrospective thoughts of everything I created or contributed with. So hope you stick out with me. So yeah, let's take a moment to reminisce, shall we? So to start off, let's get the elephants out of the room by diving into the reaction bits, cause I do want to get that topic out of the way. If you've been on this channel from the very beginning, some of the 30 people of you know how my first video wasn't technically my first D-Pad episode, but instead it was my reaction video of the Nintendo Direct of E3 2021. That video, I still think it's kinda decent. I do honestly thought that presentation was one of my favorites from Nintendo, and I really liked some of the reactions I get that I still have a huge soft spot for, like my Metroid Dread reaction, my WarioWare reaction, the Danganronpa Decadence announcement, and how I tried to imitate Monokuma's voice. Yeah, it was kinda cringy from my part, but I was really excited, you get me? I got some really good reactions from my video, and I got a lot of comments saying how happy they were to see me happy, so that meant a lot. As the first video that I released for this channel, yeah, it wasn't a bad start, all things considered. But I honestly cannot say the same for my September Direct reaction bit. I'm going to be honest, I really do not like that video in retrospect. I rewatched it recently and it just felt boring to watch. The Direct had some great announcements, but it did not bring me so many emotions, and I felt that I don't think anyone will be entertained by just watching me say, huh, okay, repeatedly. I feel it was a mistake making that video, and it's because of that fact that I stopped making full reaction bits altogether. I realized from that experience that making reaction videos of any kind is some of the most cheap ways of making content, and I don't want to be cheap. And it was my experience making edited videos for the channel that I realized that I can do a lot better than just play out a video and say, hey, that was good. My philosophy became that if I want to do something, I want to put effort into it, put my mark in it in a way that says, hey, I made this and I'm proud of it. I still have a great soft spot for my first reaction video, audio wishes aside, but I don't want to keep doing reactions for my channel, at least on that specific format. But anyway, that's enough bad stuff. Let's talk about the main reason why I made this channel to begin with, the D-Pad Showcase videos. First, my very first true video that started it all, the Not So Pro OLED Switch video. I gotta say, for my very first one, it really holds up. Not only because I think the OLED Switch is still not a worthwhile investment for me at this moment, but it was the start of the way I made videos. This is where I developed the manner of speech, speed, and organization for all the topics that I cover in my D-Pad videos so far. I really love the jokes and the humorous moments I gave, and it felt great speaking my mind about my opinions and how people can learn from these experiences. The video is not perfect. I do feel that the audio mixing was kinda off, where there are parts where the background music was heard more louder than my speaking voice, but aside from that, this was a really cute edited presentation of my thoughts of a console upgrade from back then. Personally, a very good start. Next we got my very first game review, if you want to call it that, my Color Sleep review. This is a video that I started doing and planned to be released in September, but it was finished and released in December. I talk about how that semester was one of the toughest and most stressful parts of my entire life. I really was suffering through so much stress from all the academic hurdles I had during university that I couldn't focus on not only making videos, but also not making art at all. That time frame was really tough, incredibly tough, but ultimately the finished video is something that I love visiting once in a while, because that software, or at least a previous version of it, was the tool that helped me become an aspiring artist, and I really wanted to share my feelings of what it meant for me to make art, while at the same time talking about the quality of the Switch game and how I can recommend it. It's probably the most unorthodox video that I made for this channel so far, but it's something that I really cared about, and I'm glad I was able to share it for my friends and followers. And yeah, I do currently use the Autodesk Sketchbook app of my iPad to make new art recently, but that's besides the point. And then we have the best successor to my reaction videos, my thoughts video of the February direct of this year. I honestly love how this video came out, even more than I thought it would. Not only because it was one of the best directs in my personal opinion, and not only because it had stuff that made me so mega excited, but it was because I was able to make the best format of giving out my thoughts on multiple gaming announcements without resorting to a stupid cheap reaction video and call it a day. I really love making scripts where I can talk about a variety of topics and experiment with different edits fitting for each segment. It was a great time trying out that format, and since it focused on just one direct to get footage from, the video was able to come out as soon as it could, which made me so satisfied. I did record my reactions just in case, and it was perfect complementary material to put in that will be fitting for the video. And finally, we reached the most recent D-pad showcase video thus far, my 2021 game ranking video. This is honestly my favorite video that I made thus far. I was able to review so many games, I had a lot of fun making the edits for it, just like how I did with the previous episode. I really feel that I'm improving a lot with my editing skills. I had a lot of fun giving my thoughts on Deltarune, World's End Club, Metroid Zero Mission, giving stories of how I tackled the games. This is the kind of video I want to keep making for every year as a tradition. This is also the video where I started using my newest sexy microphone, and my voiceover now sounds better than ever if you guys can tell. If you're asking why I didn't make a normal games that released in 2021 ranking video, well, for two reasons. One, I'm not a rich person, and YouTube is not my job. I sometimes even struggle to buy the newest games, and even the ones I really want, so I try to manage as much as I can. And second, my backlog is huge, like immensely huge. You guys have no idea how many games I have that I haven't touched in a very long while, so I thought, well, might as well just do what Relaxalats did a year prior and just rank the games that I experienced. It's just like I said, everything is a new experience, and I feel it's more fun to have a variety of the new stuff and the old stuff when playing games, and this is why I'm pretty satisfied with this ranking concept. And yeah, that's pretty much the D-pad episodes that I released thus far. I'm really loving the different concepts and topics that I decided to talk about in my show, and it has been a rewarding feeling making videos that I wanted to see inspired by similar YouTube channels while giving my own mark and style to it. Oh yeah, I should probably also talk about the one-off videos that I made too. In July, I made a little A&B based on the Super Mario Bros. Movie from 1986, and for some reason, it is so far my most viewed video on my channel, and like, why? This is a video just made on one boring afternoon. People care more about watching that than the other videos that I put hours and hours of recording and editing for. Don't get me wrong, I do like this video, but I just wish these people also care about the videos I'm truly proud of. It's just really weird, honestly. And yes, I also made a couple of song covers. First off, my Beneath the Mask male cover from Persona 5. In retrospect, I do like how it came out for what it is, but honestly, I just feel that there are parts I could have really improved upon. But that time, I still haven't gotten my new mic, so I had to resort to using the old one that I had, and while the audio was okay, it sometimes felt muffled. Not to mention, there are parts where I didn't tempo the rhythm or the lyrics of the music appropriately. Like, yeah, I understand that it was the first time I did this, and I shouldn't be so harsh on myself and be confident, but well, I guess I am the harshest critic of my words. It's still okay. And finally, the most recent published video, the When You Believe male cover from The Prince of Egypt. Compared to my previous song cover, I actually love the way this one came out for what it is. This one was a far better improvement, and I chose a really good song to put to practice my singing. I decided to go for this one because during that time, I was rewatching the old DreamWorks films, and I remember how excellent the songs from The Prince of Egypt were. And it was a great choice picking When You Believe, especially since it was Holy Week when I recorded. This is one of the few songs that makes me really emotional when I think about it, and I thought I was able to transfer my emotions through my singing pretty expertly. Yeah, I didn't get any comments or positive support, but I'm more than satisfied with this end result, and I do recommend giving it a listen. It's not perfect, but it was the best I could deliver, and I love it for it. So yeah, not a bad first year of making videos. It's true that I haven't made a lot because of everything that has been going on in my life, but these experiences are something that I still want to keep making and get better from, because I can recognize that I'm really good at it, and I want to continue moving forward. So you're probably asking, what plans do I have for next year? Well, I have some good ideas in my backlog, and I also started working on a video that I admit I've been procrastinating on it a bit, not because I don't want to, but because nothing is easy in the life of PSI user. But basically, I've been very busy with my current job as well as managing other projects, but it's still coming. It's a video that covers a topic that is also very unorthodox to talk about, but let's just say that it's something I found a huge appreciation for, and I hope some people like the end result.
No, I know Night Slash.
Do you guys hear something? But yeah, I'm excited to work on my next ideas and improve a lot. As for other stuff that has happened, well, I opened a backlog page of mine if you guys want to check out my small reviews of games that I finished. If you're wondering why I haven't registered anything lately, let's just say Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a very addictive game and you should all play it. I also became a mod for Earthbound Eternal, which is a forum site where Earthbound fans can can also join in, created by a friend of mine. And in that side, I'm also giving small updates of a certain project that I've been working on for many years if you're interested in that, wink wink nudge nudge. And finally, I decided to also venture into the world of voice acting by creating my account on Casting Call, been auditioning a lot, but haven't gotten anything yet. Although I did get a very small role for an RPG Maker project, so hopefully that goes pretty well. I hope you all wish me luck for the rest of my success. And finally, I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me for each of the different projects that I've been working on or contributed to. It's just been wonderful to be able to interact with people with similar interests and be able to support each other to create the best of our stuff. Means a lot more than you guys realize, and I hope you look forward to my growth as a better creator. I also want to give special thanks to Video Game Adventure for not only being a fantastic early supporter of my creative endeavors long before I made YouTube videos, but also being a fantastic great friend. If you're interested in Smash Bros replays, check his channel out and support him as well. And also special thanks to Giant Poke Spyro and Jam Swoosh for not only being great friends and supporters of my channel, but also the main inspirations for me wanting to create YouTube videos to begin with. I've been enjoying these experiences so much and I want to keep delivering the best I can. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, I hope to see you all, looking forward to what's next for this year. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Cheers everybody.